Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Epic Future Space. I am here at the New Space Conference, and it is
Hey,
awesome.
you're done. All right, this is getting space.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Yeah.
What's going on?
That just
Woo!
happened.
Okay,
Right,
so
right there.
much better. Yeah,
See,
no.
we told
Michael's
Michael
not back
we were
there.
going to be
Hi.
standing, but
How are you?
instead we decided to don't photobomb us.
No, like this.
We're
no,
in
hi.
We're
How
in New
are
Space
you?
2012. It is awesome. Dare I say it's epic?
It's pretty epic. Yeah, I guess we have to say that.
Actually, you know what? Let's do this. It's pretty epic.
Wait, no, don't
Yo.
be my companion.
Yeah.
No,
Goodbye.
Come back.
So,
that's
it's pretty
no,
awesome.
No, not you. No. Oh my God. No dying. Okay.
This is the Expo show floor that we're in right now. By
Very
the way,
cool.
Yuri's Night shirts. You should guys all should attend Yuri's
Yuri's Night.
Yeah, exactly. Check this out. Bam, just like that. Yep, I know. I've taken over your entire show. You
Completely.
don't get any
Sorry.
say in
No.
anything anymore.
Michael. No, I don't think it's Michael. No, it's okay.
We've got. I like this. There were lasers up on the wall. I like
Lasers
that.
up on the
That's
wall.
pretty
Very cool.
We've got sets sitting
Michael's
over
okay,
here.
I suppose,
Right
but
that. Right like that. Yeah. What else have we got? Oh, check this out. This is awesome. Right. Check this out over here. BFR. Right there. Is that the one that blew out on the side?
No, this is not the one that blew out on the side. This one over here. You should
Oh,
see
wait,
this
no,
stuff
yeah,
right
so,
over here.
like I was saying, this one over
This one
here,
over here?
it was definitely this.
Show.
No, I don't think so. It's not this anymore. Who gave you your start? Oh, wait,
He did.
Right.
All right. So this is a really other. So I was doing an interview right over there, and I saw this, and I was totally distracted the entire time by this giant rocket right here. Hi. And so where's the? Can I see it?
Yeah, right over on this side.
Oh, that's gonna be difficult. Everyone's like, I'm getting nauseous. Why are you moving the computer around?
So right on this side.
All right,
of the
hang
rocket
on.
Right here.
Hang on. You
We
just gotta
had
pull two.
the failure in the helmet. Bam!
Is that
look
on
at
screen?
Yeah. That is the reason why this rocket is on display right now instead of being used.
All right. So we'll give your computer back partially. You wanted to do something for realsies. Weird.
Yeah,
I know. I see. I'm trying to grow like a beardy kind of thing. I'm not sure
Me
it's
too.
working for me.
How's that? Is that
Really?
okay?
No, I don't think.
No.
I think
I
it
need
would
the
just make me
shadow.
look weird.
Okay.
All right. So ready, go. Q&A session, rapid fire. Make it happen.
All right. What is your favorite color?
Blue. No, green.
What is your favorite spaceship?
The one that gets me to space.
Ah, good one.
It changes, right? It used to. I used to like Atlantis. Does everyone know why I used to like Atlantis, the space shuttle? Did I ever tell that story?
No, I don't know.
Would you like to tell that story, Carrie Ann?
He likes Atlantis because nobody else did.
No one else was saying. Everyone was like, Endeavor, Discovery, and I'm like, Atlantis? Why?
terrible?
Because I don't know why. Just
And
cause.
everyone would get really upset about it. It was awesome.
We created Atlantis fan clubs behind it. There were Twitter accounts behind this. That's why I liked
All
Atlantis.
the closet Atlantis lovers came out.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
was pretty cool.
But Atlantis is retired.
So now what?
I don't know. There are a lot of really cool.
Isn't Atlantis being?
Is Spaceship Earth allowed?
Yeah, sure.
Atlantis
I
is
mean,
going to
spaceships
KSC
are-
like she should, where she
Yeah.
belongs. And Endeavor is coming out to California, where we live, which is awesome because it already landed here in the core.
My favorite's probably right now Dragon, simply because it flew. But Dream Chaser looks awesome, right? Yeah. So I don't know. Whatever's flown most recent is probably my favorite.
Yeah, I'm kind of, ask me which era and I'll tell you which favorite spaceship I have.
All right. Right now, this exact moment in time, what's your favorite?
Soyuz.
Why Soyuz?
Still going.
It's still reliable. I mean,
humans.
Sergei Korolev was a freaking genius when he designed that stuff, and the R7. And the R7, or now the Soyuz rocket, in my opinion, is still the most aesthetically pleasing rocket. I mean, it's got curves.
The N1 was a cool looking rocket.
It was a cool looking
If
rocket.
only it didn't blow up a lot.
But I'm kind of biased, though, just because I love the Russian space program. In fact, if not for the Russian space program, I may not have ever fallen in love with NASA. I'm going to write a book one day called Pay Equity.
Have you ever told that story?
No, not really.
You should tell that story right now.
Okay, so when I first got interested in space, I mean, I've always been interested in space, but the reason why
I was getting out camera so you could tell your story.
the reason why I really got interested though was because I started looking at what NASA was doing, and it was cool. Apollo program's awesome. Shuttle program, it was cool. There's some problems that I have with it, but for the most part, it's awesome. And then I discovered the Soviet space program and the risks that they took and the things that they did were insane. And one of my favorite stories is when the Soviets and NASA hooked up to do the Apollo-Soyuz test project, and they exchanged their formulas for orbital maneuvers and all that sort of stuff. NASA drops this big old thick book on the table, and the Soviets slide across one piece of paper. And NASA's like, "That's it." I'm like, "Yeah, we like to keep simple."
That's awesome.
You know who else really likes the Soviet space program?
The Soviets.
Buzz Aldrin's son.
What?
Of all people,
Scandalous.
Andy Aldrin. We had him on for Yuri's Net a couple of years ago, remember? And he was talking he is like the guy to go to for information on the Russian space program of all things. I think he kind of got his fill of NASA. If you
It makes sense.
right?
They do some pretty cool things, but they haven't really done a whole lot to advance human spaceflight since the space race.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think a lot of people a lot of organizations have gotten stuck, and that's why this new space industry is so exciting. Because I don't want to say we're starting over, because we're not. We're building on top of the information we had before, but now we can go to space, right? Once you have enough money,
Wait, they can go to space?
you can go to
You can go to
space.
space. It's no longer manned space flight, it's human space flight.
That's right. Well, you can't go to space, but we can go to space.
But okay.
I'm going to stay neutral on this. So, what has been some of the highlights that you guys have been seeing at the presentations? Because I've been so busy doing
The
interviews.
business plan thingy-mabobber was awesome.
Yeah?
There were two that really stood out for me. The first one, which was a solid rocket fuel that I know everyone's like, solid fuel, really? Check this out. Did you see
Even
this
Ben kind of
presentation?
said that when it.
Did you
I haven't
hear
seen
about-
any.
Did
No,
you
it
hear
was
about this
awesome.
presentation?
No.
All right, check this out. How about?
What's the problem with solid rocket fuel?
What's part?
Well, can blow up.
Right, and once
And
you light
can't,
it,
and
it
you
just
can't
keeps.
throttle it. You can't turn it off.
Exactly.
Right, can't
What
throttle
if you
it, can't
could
turn it
throttle
off,
it?
and once and it's you could accidentally ignite it, right? What if there was a solid fuel that you could electronically throttle, that you could turn off mid-flight, and wouldn't accidentally blow up?
That would be amazing.
That was the first presentation, and they showed working hardware. Not in the presentation. They showed videos.
Right.
But
there's
they've
that.
actually tested this out, and
Yes.
it's feasible, and it works.
It works for realsies.
Right.
Now it's only a 6-minute presentation, so there's a lot more information I'd like to get, but it sounded really cool. It was really exciting.
That is really
The
cool.
second one actually was the bookend, the other side of this. It was the unreasonable rocket.
Agreed.
Yeah, Paul's awesome.
Everyone remembers.
Have you talked about him on your show before?
Not really. I've done interviews with him for Moon and Back, but I haven't really talked about him on my show here.
So what was funny is halfway through the presentations, I'm thinking to myself, God, I have a business plan now. All these guys are talking about nanosats, but there's no good, cheap way to launch nanosats. There are a couple of problems. One, they're going to be a secondary payload on something. So if your primary payload slides, I'm sorry, when your primary payload timeline slides, well, it happens a lot. You slide with it. Now let's imagine for a moment you were a school and you bought a secondary payload on a vehicle to send up this nanosat so that your students could be involved in something with space. Now let's say that flight just slid into summer break. Yeah, not so cool. So Unreasonable Rocket is working on lower cost access for these nanosats, to get into space. And because your primary payload, you go whenever you want to go, and you just do a lot of them. Now it's still fairly expensive. I mean, we're still talking a little over $500,000 for these launches. But if you can get like 5 or 6 or a bunch of them on this satellite and split the cost between all the different nanosats, nanocubes, yeah.
I have a question.
Query.
Is it still going to be blue?
Maybe. That's not very reasonable of you to ask.
Ha!
See what I did
See
there?
what you did there.
So those were two cool presentations. If you want to see the whole thing, we've archived it all on Space Vidcast. You can go to our shows, conferences, New Space, and they're called the Business Plan Competition, both of them. And we've got the whole thing, start to finish, their presentation, the Q&A from the judges, all of it archived online right now on our spacevidcast.com website.
Awesome. Well, when I get back and I have time, I'll definitely be checking that out. There'll be some links below for that if you haven't already seen it live and everything like that. And obviously there'll be links to Space Vidcast and everything like that.
And don't forget to subscribe right here It's up. Wait, no, sorry. I can't do it. It's really hard. It's like right there. Right there. Subscribe right there.
Oh, and then right over there,
It's
right
hard to
next
do, right?
Carrie Ann's head, you'll see a cool little video that they did a long time ago where they featured me and got me my start. If not for you guys, I may have stopped making videos a long
Not
time
at
ago.
all.
You can put it
You
right
are
there.
Right on the
doing it.
face.
Right there. We're going to do that. It's gonna... Sweet.
Well, what were some of your favorite parts of the conference so far?
That's a really good question. New space for me is always like a homecoming. So it's always seeing all of those familiar faces, all of those people that I get to interact with throughout the year, and now I get to see them face to face. And
Yeah.
so it's like a homecoming to me. I get to see everybody. All of my space friends are all here for the most part, except for Dornbus. Where were you? And,
Dornbus, what's wrong with you?
I know exactly.
GLXP can't be keeping you that busy.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. I don't even really know you that well. don't hate me. Don't troll me.
Hate and troll him.
But yeah, but other than the new spaces that I've been, or not new spaces, space ups that I've been able to attend, which are always just really cool because on conferences and kind of a different thing. New space is probably my favorite conference that happens throughout the whole year. So I guess the whole thing, the whole package. How's that?
That's awesome. I mean, the same sort of thing. I mean, I go to these conferences now, I'm meeting people, and it's been awesome. And this has been so cool for me to actually meet you guys face to face.
Yeah, we had not met prior to this.
Yeah.
We brought you on the show before in virtual form, but yeah, we've never actually met face to face.
Yeah.
And
so-
I got a hug.
And of course, I did not even try to hug Ben. I know how he's like with that.
I am.
I was lucky to get a handshake.
I'm like just
so.
a face floating in the corner. It's kind of fun.
Well, thank you very much, guys. This has been awesome.
Crashing your show. Good. Now it's just Mike and I. All right. Good.
So I had someone tell me, one of my friends, who was like, you know what, you should go on Space Vidcast. That Ben guy should get out of there. He's boring. Carrie, yeah, she's live. And I was like, I don't think so.
I am boring. I am the least favorite person on Space Vidcast. That is a true statement.
So not.
It is. Ask the chat room. Challenge. So, for anyone watching Epic Future Space, go to Space Vidcast during our next live show. It's at 2100 Coordinated Universal Time, which is 2 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Saturdays. Just about every Saturday, except this coming Saturday because of New Space. But Saturdays, right? At that time. Show up, and there's a live chat room. And ask the regulars, if you could get rid of Ben or Carrie Ann, which one would you get rid of? I guarantee you 90% of them will say me, and the other 10% will say both of them.
Probably.
That would be probably Quantum G who says that.
Quantum.
Oh!
Yeah.
We love you, though. It's awesome, dude. Please continue to troll the people who ask
He
me
is
conspiracy
totally-
theory questions.
He is absolutely an instigator, and it's hilarious to watch him do his work. He will take one viewpoint one week, and then the exact opposite viewpoint the next week, just to mess with people. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious.
Oh, man. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just so excited to be here and to be hanging out with you guys and just hanging out with everybody here at the conference. I mean,
Which is why you need to come to New Space.
Yeah.
Be here next time. Hang
Speaking
out with
of-
all of us.
Let's ditch these guys on YouTube and let's go grab a beer.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sweet. See ya.